Okay, so good morning, everyone. I hope my screen is visible to you. Now we can start. Still, many of the people are missing. Okay, so first we'll do the revision of what we have learned previously, and then I will take you in the current topic. So, in professional ethics, so far we completed so many modules, total 6 modules, and from today, we are going to discuss regarding the last module, that is the seventh module. Seventh module is more bigger compared to other modules. So first, let's do the revision of what we have learned previously. Previously, as a part of module 6, we discussed regarding the code of ethics for engineering profession. We first discussed regarding law and morality, its relation. And if you remember, we did one activity where few pictures were given to you, and I also explained the situation. Afterwards, you gave me answer that whether it is legal or illegal. Second question was whether it is morally right or immoral. So this is what we learned there. Afterwards, we discussed regarding the code of ethics, the code of conduct. So there we got to know that the code of conduct is report, and it do differ from company to company. Company here is specifying regarding the appropriate behavior of the employee, how they should have to behave, what are the punishable acts, and how the ethical dilemma, if it arise, then employee can solve. So this what we learn as a part of the code of conduct. Then we discuss regarding the code of ethics for engineering profession. We first discuss why it is important, what are the advantages of following the code of ethics. Then ECI, Engineering Council of India, uh, also considered as one of the big organization for providing this kind of code of ethics for the engineering profession. There are total 40 members in ECI. Some of them are private sector, some of them are government sector, and we even seen the list. So ECI is doing this work. Their main aspect or motto of having ECI is to regulate the engineering profession in the correct direction, and so that it will also engineers can also get the big reputation in the market. So this is what we learned previously in our previous discussion in our last module. Now from today we are going to focus on our seventh module. So first, let me take you there. And in today's session, there are some interesting activities for you. So guys, be ready. I want you to participate here in this activity. And this is a very interesting activity. First, let me take you towards our PPT. Yeah, I hope the PPT screen is also visible to you. So our last module is focusing on global issue. As you can see, this is the last module, the seventh module of our professional ethics course. This last module is divided into 3 different parts. So we'll see 3 different aspects of global issue. We'll start with the first part. In today's session, we are going to have interesting activity for you. So let me tell you what we are going to do here in this activity. So actually, in this activity, I will show you your favorite brand or service picture, and you just tell me which one you prefer. I will just give you two choices, and I will also show you the picture. That picture can be of your favorite brand, or it can be of your favorite product, or it can be your favorite online website as well. So this is how we are going to do the activity. Uh, Whenever I'm going to show you the picture, you just need to tell me your choice in the chat box, and we'll see later on where is the majority. So let's go for the first part. So the activity is very simple. Which of this would you choose? That will remain question for a few parts here. So let me show you. Yeah. So now there are two choices in front of you. If you are going to choose a normal banking service, then which one would you choose? SBI, you are very much familiar with SBI, State Bank of India, or would you choose Paytm Payment Bank? So whatever you choose, write down there in the chat box and we'll see your response. The activity is very simple. There are two pictures in front of you. You just need to tell me which one would you choose for your ordinary banking services. It is not about online. So just tell me about your ordinary banking services. Yeah, I'm getting responses. Yeah, Preet is saying SBI, Manav is saying SBI, Vidhi is also saying SBI, Mohammed is saying SBI, Bharti is saying SBI, Tanmay SBI, Darshan SBI, uh, Vipusha is also saying SBI. Shri is saying SBI. Arjun, SBI. Rishabh, SBI. Okay. There is no one for Paytm. Paytm is very famous. It is also not so new one. They also started their Paytm payment bank service from last many years. And here we got majority for the SBI, and there is no one who is pointing out towards the Paytm payment bank. Okay, no problem. Is there anyone who is still thinking or wanted to participate here? You can point out there. Yeah, Preet is saying SBI is government and trustworthy. Okay. Yeah. What about other people? Just make a choice between SBI or Paytm Payment Bank. That's it. We are just doing one small activity here. Okay. Now, yeah, even Tushar is also with SBI. So we got so many responses, and all of you are saying SBI. There is no one who is pointing out towards the Paytm Payment Bank. Now let's go for the second part. Now again, this question remains same. Which of this would you choose? So first is Flipkart or Home Shop 18. Only between two you have to select. So whether you will prefer Flipkart for your online shopping or will you prefer Home Shop 18 for your online shopping? Okay, I'm getting responses now. Let me read. So we got response from Rishabh, Preet, Tushar, Bharti, Manav, Vidhi, Tanmay, Vibhusha, Shri, Mohammed, Avinash, Arjun. All of them are saying Flipkart. Okay. Even Darshan is also saying Flipkart. Okay. So this many responses we got, and it is very sad that nobody is selecting Home Shop 18. Guys, I hope you are also familiar with Home Shop 18. Have you heard Home Shop 18? Yeah, Pranjal is saying that depends on my choice and quality. Sometimes some goods on different platform vary in price. Okay. Yeah, many of you are very much familiar with Home Shop 18. So uh, Home Shop 18 is also there in the market in online platform through which you can buy the goods, your stuff. So it is there in the market from last many years as well. Yeah, Rishabh is saying Flipkart has better brand and trust. Okay, we'll definitely discuss about your opinion later on. Yeah, Bharti is saying that heard, sir, but the reputation of Home Shop 18 can't compete with of Flipkart. Okay, now let's go for the next one. Now this is about your food, your favorite food, and let's see the brand. So all of us are very much aware regarding Hakka noodles. So one choice for you is Desi Hakka noodles, or will you choose Ching's Secret Veg Hakka noodles? So which one would you choose? Out of this two, make a choice and write down there in the chat box. Yeah, Vibhusha is saying none. Okay. Yeah, Rishabh is saying Ching's. If there are choices in front of you, that only between these two you can select about your Hakka noodles. So which one would you choose? That's the question. Okay. Bharti is also saying Chings. Vidhi is saying Desi Hakka noodles. Preet is saying Chings. Tanmay Chings. Pathik is saying Desi. Mano is also saying Desi. Arjun, Mohammed, both of them are saying Desi. While Shri and Darshan, they are with Chings. So here we are having difference. Yeah, Pathik is saying make in India. Okay. Even Jinx are also making in India. They are making the product here in India. Now, this is the last part of our activity. Now, let me ask one question. First, we have seen SBI or Paytm Payment Bank. You made a choice. After that, we seen Flipkart or Home Shop 18, and you also made a choice. Now, here also, I gave you two choices, Desi Hakka noodles or Ching's Veg Hakka noodles. By the way, this Desi Hakka noodles is not available here in Rajkot or in the Saurashtra part, because you will find this Desi Hakka noodles packet there in the Big Basket. It is a Big Basket's brand, and we are very sad that Big Basket is not having operation here in Rajkot or in the Saurashtra part. So you made a choice between what I gave you, uh, product from banking, product from online platform, or your favorite food. Now, question to all of you is why? Why you selected that particular only? So summarize your choices and give me one answer. What made you to select that particular one? Why you selected SBI over Paytm Payment Bank? Why you selected Flipkart over Home Shop 18? And why you selected Chings or Desi over other? Yeah, so people are now replying. Rishabh is saying better brand reputation. Okay, Aditya is saying trust. Bharti is saying reputed, trustworthy, experienced, good service. Okay. Manav is saying it is trustworthy. Yeah. Guys, do include all of your choices. Okay. Mohammed is saying reputed ones are better. Okay. Yeah. What about other people? So many people replied. So now you can also tell me the reason of your choice. Yeah. Preet is saying we have heard lot about them. Okay. So maybe the word of mouth or its availability in the market, or you have seen more advertisement of particular one. By the way, Paytm is doing more advertisement compared to SBI. Yeah, what about other people? Do reply here and provide your opinion so that we can also get your ideas. We can also learn from your opinion. So that's why we are doing this activity. So far, we got many of the answers, but still, many of the people are left here with their reason. Yeah, Rishabh is saying that it is easier to trust big brands because of the image. Okay. So Paytm is also a big brand. Even if you check, yeah, SBI is bigger. That is Rishabh's answer. Yeah, definitely. If you check the network of SBI, then it is the bigger one compared to Paytm Payment Bank because they are just in the initial stage. And you won't find physical Paytm bank or their ATMs everywhere. And one more thing is also the trust. Yeah, like Rishabh is saying that Paytm is a new word. So definitely. And we are also aware that SBI is a government owned. So even if few things are going to happen like frauds or something, if SBI is going to lose their fund or something, then still there is hope that government is going to tackle that issue and you won't lose your money. Yeah, with SBI, this is very much possible. For Paytm, this is the private sector, and they are also new. If there was a choice regarding SPR or HDFC, then uh, we may see the difference. People may sometimes prefer HDFC as well, though they are in the private sector, but they are also providing a good services. Okay, so yeah, Bharti is saying that Paytm is a big, but SBI is there for long time, and its service is good. Most of all, it's trustworthy. Definitely. Okay, so basic motto of doing this activity is to get the idea that why doing uh, great ethical business is important. There are there was second choice between Flipkart and Home Shop 18. And you are also aware that Home Shop 18 is also there in the market. And it is also not like you haven't seen its advertisement. You will definitely see its advertisement on TV. Uh, Sometime the advertisement is for whole half an hour and they are demonstrating their products. And they are also telling you that इससे अच्छा इससे कम दाम में you won't find anywhere. So they are also providing big discount. But if we look at the service quality, so they are uh, maybe we haven't experienced that much, or we also heard from the other people that they may got cheated or something, or sometimes people are also thinking that they are not actually selling the branded products sometime, and the non-branded products are also available in the market at the same price or lesser price compared to what they are showing. Even many of times we have seen that people are also complaining about their customer care, but we already experienced regarding Flipkart that they are having good concern towards their customers, and they are even uh, taking great efforts in solving the dispute or the problems if any of the customers are facing. And you will definitely have a trust that your even something happened bad, some bad experience with Flipkart or Amazon, you will definitely be assured that your money will not go anywhere. You will definitely get your money as well. So still there is hope and there is experience regarding Flipkart. So this is what making a good brand image, and that's why it will also attract the customer. And the basic motto of doing this activity is just to get the idea that if brand or company is providing a good quality product, if they are focusing on the quality aspect, then automatically customers are going to focus. Secondly, you should have to consider all the aspect. Like you should have to focus more on giving good customer service, even good after sales support, quality product, and it is also happen in many of the new online website that they just delivered the product and afterwards they are even not receiving your call. So that is also not the good thing. So this is actually not happening in the Flipkart or Amazon, like you are aware. And even in the SBI, you are aware that if something went wrong, you can directly go there and you can contact them and you can get your money or whatever help you are required. So now this will lead to our topic for the discussion. We did a wonderful activity, and thank you all of you for participating here, and thank you for providing your opinion as well. Now let's go for the discussion. We'll start with one case study. So let me show you this picture. Have you seen this guy anywhere? If you are aware about the name of this guy, you can write down there in the chat box if you are aware. If not, definitely I will tell you uh, who is this person. So is there anyone who is familiar with this face or this picture? If you are aware regarding the name, you can drop the name there in the chat box. Anyone? Okay, I guess people are not so much familiar. So let me tell you. So this is the picture of Dilip Sanghvi. Dilip Sanghvi is the founder of Sun Pharma. So he set up the company in 1983 with a loan from his father, Mr. Sanghvi. He was even, we are aware that Sun Pharma is there in pharmaceutical business. They are producing medicine. But if you check the Dilip Sanghvi's background, he was commerce graduate from Kolkata with no formal training in pharmaceuticals as well. So just imagine a normal commerce guy who is not having any experience or training regarding pharmaceutical business. He's not aware regarding how the products are made. He started a big business like Sun Pharma. And if you check the current time regarding Sun Pharma, the news, then you will notice that today he owns India's largest pharmaceutical company with a market capitalization of $20 billion. So this Sun Pharma is the bigger one. Uh, it is $20 billion it's worth. Now further, so founded Sun Pharma in 1983 with a two-man marketing team and a small manufacturing facility to make lots of drugs as well, psychiatric drug and capsules at Vapi, Gujarat. So uh, actually, Dilip Sanghvi started its business from Vapi, Gujarat in 1983, and at that time he was having only two people as a marketing team. And then from 1983 to current time, if you check the current position of Sun Pharma, you will notice that they achieved a big, huge success. Even I will tell you what is their current situation. So they are manufacturing so many drugs now. So in 2014, they even acquired Ranbaxy. You are also aware regarding Ranbaxy. Ranbaxy was also one of the giant pharmaceutical company. So now they made the company the largest pharmaceutical company in India. After this acquisition, they are the largest one in India, the largest Indian pharmaceutical company in US as well. If you check all the Indian companies there, they are doing business in US. So Sun Pharma is the largest one and the fifth largest specialty generic company globally as well. And if you check the global rank of Sun Pharma, they are on the fifth place considering this category, specialty generic. So this is also one of the proud moment for us that we are having this big giant company here in India, and we are also doing a business. Now let's learn a few ethical aspects from Sun Pharma. We got to know that Sun Pharma is the bigger one, and how bigger one we also checked from where they started and where they are currently. Now, if we look at the some of the ethical aspect that we can learn from Sun Pharma, then they recognize people's passion for growth. They gives them voice and empowers them to realize their dreams. 32,000 plus global employees base they are having. So just imagine a big 32,000 people are working currently with Sun Pharma. So they even provided this job opportunity to so many people. This is about uh, creating income for those many people. Now, further, they even provides women colleague an environment of work-life balance and safety to make them more friendly and comfortable as well. So their focus is on women colleague as well. Many times we are seeing that for female, some of the companies are not so concerned, and many times female are also uh, leaving that job so that they can find some suitable job. So here, for female employee, they are even considering the aspect of providing safe and good work and friendly work environment so that they can work comfortably. Further, apart from providing a facility of crèche for working mothers, the company organizes physical safety programs, discuss on women health by leading doctors, training in gender uh, sensitization and prevention of sexual harassment as well. So we do know that female do require lots of medical support as well. They also need to focus on the health as well. So Sun Pharma is frequently organizing those training in which they are even calling the experts from the outside, some of the doctors, some of the great people, and they are also organizing many times the seminar or meeting with them where they can discuss their problem with them, and they can find the suitable answer as well. So they are also focusing on this. Similarly, they are also focusing on prevention of sexual harassment. They are having committee which is continuously looking after the incident if it is happening there in the company regarding women's biasness, their sexual harassment. So this is what a good company should have to do, and every big company should have also have to focus on this aspect. We are aware that company is getting a success because of their people, because of their own employee. And if the company is focusing on uh, their employees empowerment, providing a good support to their employee, then you will notice that company is also having a good growth in future. So this do happen. Like even if you remember in a previous session, we even no, it will. We are going to discuss about that in a next session as well. That if company is focusing on providing a good and great service to their employee as well, so they are also going to get a good success. So this is what we can learn the ethical path from Sun Pharmaceutical Company. Now let's go further. So even through the activity, through the discussion of case study, we got to know that honesty, integrity, and transparency is the bigger value which every company should have to consider. But still, many of the companies are not in favor of it, and for them, uh, ethics is not so important, and they are even giving so many excuses. So let's learn about that. So there are two schools of thoughts. The one which believes that ethics and business don't go in hand. Like you heard many times that in business, um, giving wrong information, leading customer to a wrong thing, it is part of the business, and everybody does that. But and this is also one of the excuse of those people that ethics and business don't go hand in hand. If you are going to follow the ethics, then you will also not get the good amount of profit. So you should have to keep ethics aside while you are doing business. That's why many of the businesses are not concerned about the ethics. Other argument is ethics benefit in a longer run, and that's why they are not following. We are aware that if you are going to do something good in the society or for your people, it is not like you will get the result very immediately. It will take a time. uh, because reputation cannot build just on one day's task. We are aware that continuously you should have to struggle for developing your reputation. If you are doing some big good task, and that doesn't mean that the whole company's business uh, thereon will get the benefit of following that ethics. We do know that reputation also uh, building a reputation also takes a time. So similarly, ethics, following ethics is also going to give you benefit in a longer period of time, not in a shorter period of time. And that's why many of the businesses are avoiding it. Or uh, many of the times, business groups are considering yardstick of efficiency on two main aspects. They are considering that if a business is successful, so one can get its idea regarding success from two aspects, because they are considering that as a yardstick, and normal people are also considering that as a yardstick. The one which is making a big profit, like you are aware that if a company is there and if they are making a big profit, then we are considering that they are the bigger one. On the other side, if they are having big market capitalization, that means they are having a great market share. So we are aware that if you are going to see more of such brand, then you will notice that this company is bigger one now. They are the reputed one. So this is also considered as the yardstick. And here in this yardstick list, you are not seeing ethics anywhere. And that's why many of the business are avoiding it further. This is also one of the argument of those business which are not following ethics, that they are considering time as one of the factor, time constraint. Like we seen that ethics do benefit in a longer period of time, so this is very time consuming process. Here the choice of an ethical alternative among many other alternatives and getting due benefit after investing on ethical practice may take a time, which may act as a constraint as well. So that's why many of the businesses are avoiding it further. Lost opportunities, like they are unable to take advantage of the opportunities provided by circumstances if they have to worry about ethical consideration all the time. So like I said earlier as well, that sometimes if the business is going to focus on the ethical part, they may even miss some of the opportunities. And that's why many of the businesses are avoiding the ethical path. Now, let's see that those business or those big brand which are following ethics, what kind of benefits they are getting. So, following ethical way may lead to lots of benefit. First is double the profit and increase market capitalization. So, ethical companies are known to gain more than unethical ones in the longer run. Like you are aware that reputation do building a reputation do take a time. Like you are aware that Flipkart is a reputed one. If Flipkart in the current time it is just launched, then you won't prefer to go on Flipkart. They are surviving and they are there in the market. At the same time, you are also aware that Paytm is also selling its product. Paytm is having Paytm Mall. So if the choice is given to you that whether you will buy from Flipkart or Paytm Mall, then also we'll see the differences. People will see the choices towards Flipkart only. Why? Because many of the times people are even. Let me give you another example as well. Like you are aware regarding Home Shop 18. Similarly, you are also aware regarding one of the brand I forgot. Shop Clues, I guess. Yeah, Shop Clues. And one more, Snapdeal. Like you are aware that Snapdeal was also there in the market and they were also having cutthroat competition with the Flipkart. But later on, there are actually two incidents happen with Snapdeal, and that's why currently they are not surviving big competition. They are not in the competition with the Flipkart and Amazon. So we do know that. if companies are following ethical way, then they will get the benefit, they will get the double profit. Like you are seeing that whenever Flipkart is launching a big sale, then you will notice that people are going to buy from there. At the same time when Flipkart launched its sale, you notice that even Paytm Mall also launched their sale. So they are not getting the benefit because sometimes uh, some of the people even experience that uh, the products which they are selling is not so good quality product, and they are not having good services as well. At the same time, even Snapdeal is also having a sale. So you will notice that if brand is focusing on the ethical path, then they will definitely survive for longer period of time, and they will get the trust of people as well. Further, helps in sustaining business. So stakeholders who witness ethical behavior tend to stick by the company in the time of crisis as well. This is also true. Let me give you one example. You heard regarding Tata Motors. All of you are very much familiar with Tata Motors, right? So right now, if you check the share price of Tata Motors, and if you check the trend of last 5 years, you will notice that it is continuously going down. And many of the investors are still not withdrawing their shares of Tata Motors from the market. Why? Because they are having trust. Those who are having Tata Motors share, if you talk about the company's situation, they will definitely tell you that currently company is not in the high share price. They are not making a good profit, and that's why their share price is not increasing, it is going down. But still they are having faith, they are having trust that Tata Group is a big one. So definitely it is not like Tata Motors will vanish from the market, it will remain there. So that's why they are sticking to Tata Motors, and they are not selling their shares of Tata Motors, and still they are getting sustainable growth. So this is actually helping if companies focusing on the ethics part. Further, enhance feeling of ownership, like everyone when treated similarly, feeling of oneness increase, which result in a feeling accountable and responsible as well. Like if company is focusing on the ethical part, then you will notice that the employee are also very much satisfied, like we just discussed regarding Sun Pharma case. So you can get the idea that if the this kind of friendly environment is provided for women, so definitely if any of the female is going to get a chance to work there in the Sun Pharma, nobody is going to reject that. Similarly, even though some of the things are not fine with the company, you will see that employee are not leaving the organization as well, because they are having faith, and even they are having feeling of oneness that I am part of the business group, and company is also providing a good service, so I haven't experienced any bad thing, so let's remain here. And that's why the next advantage is loyalty. So retains loyalty from employees to supplier, buyers to investors have been known to favor those who are like you are we just did activity which are focusing on the ethical path, providing a good service to their customers and not cheating their customers. Not cheating is also an ethical way, right? And they are providing a good service as well. So you will notice that even customers are also having loyalty towards that particular brand only. So this are the few benefits that we can point out if company is focusing on honesty, integrity, transparency, or we can say the ethical way. So this is what we can learn. Now, you know that we discussed regarding a good part of following ethics. Now we'll also look on the other side. If company is not following ethics, then what it will happen? So now we are going to discuss about a big scandal, Enron scandal. So you are not very much familiar with Enron brand, because this Enron is American company, and they were not there even in India. So let's discuss about Enron. And this were two culprits. They did a big scandal, big scam. So let's discuss about the Enron scandal timeline one by one. So in 1985, Texas-based Enron Corporation was formed when Huston Natural Gas combined with Internorth Inc., a gas pipeline company. So they started their business in 1985. Further, in 1986, Enron is named America's most innovative company by Fortune, and it won the title for 6 consecutive years as well. You guys are very much familiar with the Fortune magazine. Fortune magazine is doing research, and after their research, they are even providing the title to some of the companies, some of the people as well. Even they are providing every year the richest people in the whole world, the richest sports personality or celebrity, like those kind of list as well. So after Fortune did a research in 1986, they even gave the title to Enron that it is America's most innovative company. So it was a big achievement. Just within 1 year, Enron got this title. And it is not like they got the title for only 1 year. They secured this title for 6 consecutive years. So it was a very big achievement that Enron was having. Further, in 1998, Andrew Fatso was promoted to CFO, Chief Financial Officer. He immediately spearheaded the creation of network of companies that help hide Enron's losses. And in 2000, Enron's share skyrocketed to an all-time high of $90.56. So in 1998, Andrew Fatso, who was the Chief Financial Officer, he did one thing. He actually created one thing in the company that even the company is going to make a loss, they are going to showcase a good amount of profit so that they can get a trust of their investors, and investors are going to continue investing there in the share price of Enron. So because of this, in 2000, their share price was $90.56. It was very big, and at that time also it was a big one. In 2001, February 12, Jeffrey Skilling replaced Kenneth Lay as a CEO. Lay remains a member of board of director. This happened, and in the same year, August 14, Skilling resigned suddenly. Lay takeovers again. Massive loss of $137 million reported. He did lots of bad things, Jeffrey Skilling, and everything went out. And Enron's stock rating drops as the analyst become wary of its share price dives to $39.95, a 52-week low. Just imagine, from $90.56 per share price, it just went to 39.95 just within 1 year. So because the whole scandal came out that there was a big loss of $137 million. Further, in the same year, August 12, 2001, Arthur Anderson, legal counsel, tells auditors to destroy all Enron's files except the most basic files as well. So they destroyed all the documents of what they were doing, and they were just with the basic file. In the same year, 2001, Enron reports a $618 million loss. So this was the additional one. And 1.2 billion write-off. That means the share price, the people invested in the share price of Enron, they got this much loss, and that money just vanished from the market. So the even stock dropped to 33.84. Further, in the same year, 2001, October 22, Enron announced that it is facing a SEC prop. That means this is the investigation procedure. Share price further falls down to $20.75 post announcement. And in 2001, same year, November 8, Enron admits that it has been inflating its income by around $586 million since 1997. So they admit that they were playing with the numbers, even though they were not making profit. They were showcasing a good amount of profit every time in the market, so that investors will continue invest there and they can get the benefit. So this was a big thing that came out in the scandal in the same year, 2001. November 29, a SEC expands its investigation of Enron scandal. Arthur Anderson become another casualty. Then Enron files Chapter 11 of bankruptcy. Stock closes at 0.26. Just imagine, with it, we are just in same year, 2001. All scandal details were coming out, and people were even losing their trust. So their share price was also going down and down every time. Just in 2000, they were on sky high. Their share price was $90 per share, and now it just went to zero. So this is one of the biggest scandal happened in America's history. Further one, 2002, January 9, the Justice Department launches a criminal investigation against Enron. In 2002, Enron is suspended from New York Stock Exchange as well. They started a just look at the timeline, and you can get the idea that they started from very positive note. They even secured a big reputation in the market as well. After their launch in 1985, in the next year, they even got the title of America's most innovative company by Fortune magazine. It is not like some unknown magazine gave them this title. Fortune magazine gave them this title that they are America's most innovative company. They even secured this title for 6 consecutive years. Their share price was $90, then it went to zero, and then they were even suspended from New York Stock Exchange as well. So now from this incident, we can get to know that if company is not following ethics, then this can be result. Even you are very much familiar with the Indian economy as well. Sometimes many of the companies are uh, choosing unethical way. Like you are aware regarding Kingfisher, you are also aware regarding Nirav Modi. So these people are having their own selfish interests, and they are not concerned about all the other party. The result will be like this, that the whole company, it is not like few people suffered from this scandal. Lots of people are also suffering. The investors also suffered a lot. Even the employee who are part of Enron can also suffer a lot. Lots of even suppliers, the whole team can also suffer. So few people's bad intention, their unethical way can lead to a big trouble as well. So from this scandal, we can also learn about those aspects. Okay, these are further resources and study material for you. I will also share this PPT after on. So you can also do your other investigation regarding Sun Pharma, the one which is following the ethical way, and Enron scandal, the one which choose to have unethical way. So we discuss about both of them, and here I'm ending. I hope you learned so many aspects in today's lecture. If you are having any doubt query, you can post your doubt query there in the chat box. Now we are going towards the attendance part. So this is a request to all of you that if you are having any doubt query, if you want to share anything, you can share there in the chat box. The ground is open for everyone. And in the meanwhile, let me even share the Google form link with all of you. So guys, I just pasted the Google form link in your chat box. All of you are requested to go on this Google form and kindly mark your attendance. and we'll meet for our next discussion. Till that time, have a great day, keep learning, and keep enjoying as well. So, thank you, all of you. Yeah, Rishabh, welcome and thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here and participating as well. It was wonderful interaction with you. This Google Form link is active for a few minutes. I will deactivate the Google Form link at 10:30. So before that, make sure that you complete the attendance part. Yeah, Shri is asking for the link. Let me once again share. So once again, I shared the link there in the chat box. Those who missed because of the internet issue can go on this link. It is activated and you can mark the attendance. Yeah, welcome Shri. Guys, last 2 minutes, complete your attendance part. I will deactivate the form in 2 minutes. After you complete the attendance part, you can definitely leave this meeting as well. Darshan, Divyajit, Hitesh, Nidhi, Patek, kindly mark the attendance, complete the part. Divyajit, Nidhi, and Darshan, I hope you have marked the attendance because I am about to close the Google form.